Hello ladies and gents, I just finished the first season of Doctor Who on Netflix and I wanted to provide my feedback on what my thoughts were so far on the first season on a whole, because I have been watching Doctor Who on and off since I met Jacob and I haven't really completed an entire season except for Donna's season, which made me weep uncontrollably at the end, and so I just wanted to give a couple of my thoughts that I had in my brain. Initially, I was really skeptical of the Ninth Doctor because I've not really ever been a fan of Christopher Eccleston as a actor, because I believe he was on 24 and he really bugged me, and once you see someone on a television show once and they bother you, you tend to not like them when they show up in another show, and in opposite ways, you know, like if you really like someone in one show, you're gonna like them in another one. And so I just had this preconceived notion that I wasn't gonna like the first season, and I started it up again, and not to mention, the first episode is really odd and convoluted, and it's so wacky, and so I didn't think I was gonna like the first season of Doctor Who, but now that I finished it, I really enjoyed the first season, and I really appreciate Christopher Eccleston as a doctor and as the first Doctor of the rebooted series. There's so much that I want to say and so much I want to talk about, but for the sake of time, I'm going to keep it really brief. I feel like there was a lot of complexities with the Ninth Doctor, which translate over to the goofiness of the 10th Doctor, and I think that 9 had a lot of inherent guilt about everything that happened with the Time War, and so he kind of plays it off by ignoring it all in the 10th Doctor, where he's just kind of silly and laughs off his problems, where 9 really tackles things and he's very self-depreciating and almost seems like he's trying to find a way to end his own life so that he doesn't have to deal with the problems that he's dealing with on the inside. I know that's really dark, but that's kind of how I interpreted 9. As for Rose really bothered me for the first several episodes, and then I started gaining respect for her slowly and slowly as the episodes went on, because I think that she really acted so immature and so stupid, and almost every episode can be surmised with a couple of words. The one where Rose fucked everything up, and then the Doctor saved her, and then everything was better at the end. Her redeeming quality is that she tries really hard, and that she realizes her fault about 75% of the way through the episode and does whatever she can to try to redeem herself. And so there's something very personal about her, and I grew to like her as the season went on. And I really like the relationship that 9 and Rose had together, that it almost started off as this pseudo-sexual relationship, and then it moved into like this weird sibling parent relationship, and then I feel like they kind of grew into like that pseudo-sexual, like we're just really good friends relationship. There was something cool about that in a weird way. The ending of 9 was not really sad to me. It seemed a little more like a natural progression, like it was time for both of them to move in to the next chapter, and so it worked for me that 9 progressed into 10, because I think that he needed to grow, and him making a decision to sacrifice himself to save her, just like she sacrificed herself to save him, it did this nice 360 turnaround, looping and connecting kind of thing. So from this point, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen in the future episodes with 10 and Rose. Now, as for this season, my favorite episode had to have been the one with the zombie kids in London during the German air raids, because there was something very cool about using that culture trope of the space junk falling from the sky and then the zombie apocalypse ensues. And there was something very cool about that episode where they explained it in a very Doctor Who way while going with that idea of space junk coming and starting the apocalypse. So it was a very awesome episode, and it was really creepy, and it was psychologically odd, and there was something that was just like unnerving about it while being like not eerie creepy or horrific creepy, but just like to that point where you're trying to figure it out, and it's scary and it's shocking and it's thrilling, and it of course had to have been written by Moffat, because those are the types of episodes that I feel like he writes. From the ones that I've seen, they're that kind of episode where they've got that element of thrill and suspense and that weird mystery that you can't really put your finger on, but you kind of are understanding it, but then all of a sudden it twists and then changes into something else. So that was probably easily my favorite episode, but I just wanted to share my thoughts for any of you Whovians who follow my vlogs. And I plan to do follow-up videos every time that I finish a season to kind of wrap up my feelings, because I had a Doctor Who blog and I just have not kept up with it, and I should probably go back and start vlogging on there, but that is something that I want to do now instead of, since I know I'm more consistent with videos than actual blogging, which is bad because I need to get good at blogging again. But anyways, that is my video for today, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know, if you are a Whovian, what your favorite episode was of the first season. Anyways, so that's my video, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Peace out. Itadakimasu. Cool.